didn't give me one. So I'm relegating my good friend here to be my mic stand. There's a few things I wanted to say. I know people have kept their speeches short. I'll try and do the same shit. I just want to say that I don't consider good journalism a competitive endeavor. I do consider, if you will accept it, I'm up here taking this award for everybody else in my field. There were some great names there. I'm real sorry it wasn't you guys. You will get your time. I got 2 of these. I won't get another one. There was a name that should have been on the list, though. Cecilia D'Anastasio. I just want you to know, if you're watching this stream, your work is valued. Your work is necessary. You could have just as easily been stood here giving a better speech than mine. So anyway, what I just want to talk about is why this award's important. Not my award that I won, because that would be narcissistic. All our awards. Because we have to look after ourselves. Because there's these external media companies, they're looking at esports, and they want to write the history, and they want to tell the stories. And you know who I'm talking about? Polygon, people like that. Waypoint, the Kotakus. Right? And their approach to writing about our thing is twofold. They've consistently embarrassed themselves writing pieces that expose their complete ignorance about our scene, lack of sources, and unoriginal opinions on topics we have talked to death for 20 years. The second has been to write hit pieces and smears, mostly propagated on half-truths or out-and-out lies, and it's about some of you in this room. Give them hell. They write about it because they think if they get 1 or 2 or 12 of you out of the way, they can get their friends in, get their cronies in, take over and gatekeep our industry. So let's compare and contrast. The reason I'm stood here is probably one story. I wrote a story about a great guy, one of our best ambassadors, Rick Fox, who was receiving racial abuse while he was in Echo Fox. It's a disgrace what happened to him. I love that guy. We all owe him a great debt. That's the kind of story I want to break, and that's the kind of story I want to fight for. Let's have a look at some of their greatest hits from the mainstream games press. Well, outside of Cecilia's work, it's not great. There were the lies that they printed about a CSGO major event being a Trump rally because the journalist misread a sign. Great work. What about the time they all rallied around to stop abuse of a female Overwatch player? That didn't exist, which they would have found if they'd done a cursory fact check. And of course, there's the annual hit piece they write trying to cancel any one of you. Oh, what about that interview they did with the world's most popular streamer outside of a toilet? One throwaway quote still haunting him today. It's an outrage. So anyway, despite this, I want to welcome good journalists from a non-esports background into the scene, because there are hundreds of stories every year that must be told to make our industry better. I stuck it out for 15 years because I care. I care about this industry, I care about everyone in this room, and I care about everyone at home, and that's why I want to make it as best as it can be. Thanks so much for this award. I love you all dearly. Thank you.
And also thank you, Richard, for taking a stand on that stage. And also congratulations on the award. With that, though, we are going to